Hi, I'm Stephanie Jaworski of joybaking.com. Today we're going to make Rice Krispies Treats, and this is what they look like. This is a real family favorite, and when you try one, you will know why. They have this sweet marshmallow flavor and a light and crispy texture. I mean, it's really hard to eat just one. So the first thing you will need is a 9-inch square pan that's 23 centimeters. Now you could butter your pan, or I'm just going to use one of these nonstick sprays. The other thing is you could lightly oil the pan with like a flavorless oil. Now, these are so easy to make. You can make them probably in under 10 minutes. They're no bake, so you don't have to turn the oven on. We're just making them by hand, so you don't have to pull out the mixer. Essentially, all this is your crispy rice cereal and marshmallows and a little butter. So really easy to make. Now, you will need a saucepan and a large bowl. I do like to either butter my saucepan or I'm just going to spray it, because if you've ever melted marshmallows, you know they're really sticky. So it's better to, spray that. And I also sprayed, or you could butter your spatula. I'm using a heat-proof spatula, otherwise use a wooden spoon. So we are going to use 3 tablespoons, that's 42 grams of butter. You can use either salted, unsalted, or actually my mom always used margarine. So, if you want to use that. I prefer butter because, let's face it, it tastes better. So that's our first thing. Now I'm just going to put this on low heat and melt that. And while that's melting, I did spray, again, the inside of my bowl. You could butter it. And you will need 6 cups, which is 150 grams of a crispy rice cereal. I'm actually using Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And actually, it was Kellogg's that invented this dessert or treat. Back in the 1940s, a home economist made them. And actually, this recipe is so popular, they actually printed on the back of the box of the Rice Krispies. So I'm just going to melt that, and you will also need 1 10-ounce package, which is 285 grams. I like to use the mini marshmallows. You can use the large ones, but I like the mini because they will melt faster. When you're buying them, make sure you check the expiration date on the package, because if they're kind of old, they get kind of sticky and a big lump, and they don't melt as nicely. So just check that date. And if you want, you could go to the joybaking.com website or our YouTube channel, and I actually have a recipe for homemade marshmallows, so you could also use that. So that's almost melted. Okay, I'm going to add this right in here. Whoop. Try to get them all in the pot. Now, some people, if you want to, you can use a really large pot, and then you can just add the cereal right in there. I prefer actually, once this is melted, to pour it over the top, so either way. So I'm just going to have this medium-low heat and stir it every once in a while until everything's all melted. Okay, they're all melted. So just take it off the heat, give it a stir. Now what I like to do, I like vanilla, so I'm going to add an extra half a teaspoon, 2 grams of pure vanilla extract, just to bump up that vanilla flavor. You don't have to, you can just leave it out. And now all that's left is pour it over the top. This is a great recipe. If you have little kids, they can help you. You measure out the Rice Krispies and that sort of thing. It's a good way of getting them interested in baking, because it's really easy, so, their attention spans are too long. So they can make, or if you're new to baking, start out with something like this. It's easy, kind of gets you in the kitchen. So now we're just going to make sure all of our Rice Krispies have some of coat it with the marshmallow. That's why I like to use a big bowl. I mean, if you could use a large pot, but I find it easier just to, okay, we're dirtying a bowl, but that's okay. As you can see, buttering or spraying all of your pot, your utensils, that kind of thing, makes this easier. Doesn't stick as much. Okay, I think that looks good. This is one of my favorite recipes when I was a kid and teenager. I would make this. Because if you have a sweet tooth, which I do, easy to make, fast, and then just dump them in. And you know what? I find adults like these every bit as much as kids. So I still do. So now this is, as you can see, really sticky. So what I do, you can get, sometimes I take like a piece of wax paper, parchment paper, and put a little butter on there and pat it down. But what I do is just wet my hands, just moisten them, and just use my hands. And we just want to flatten, press that down until it's nice and firm. Now, if you can resist, it's best to let these sit a while till they firm up, and then it's much easier to cut. Because as you can see, they're really soft. And you know what? If you can't wait, then what you can do is just have a little. So that is essentially Rice Krispie Treats. So we are done. I am going to let this cool down and firm up, so it'll be much easier to cut. And I know this is like sticky, really sticky, so just put some hot soapy water in your pot and in your bowl, let it sit a little bit, and then it'll be really easy to clean up. So when we come back, we will cut them into squares and try one. So now I let the Rice Krispie Treats sit about a half hour, and they're nice and firm. Now you can just cut them right in the pan, which is normally what I do. But if you want to take them out of the pan, first just run a knife, or I'm using an offset spatula, and then you can just come out really easy. And then if you want, I mean, cut it that way, or we can just flip them over. And then you can cut them as big or as small as you want. Just a large knife. You can hear that nice crispy. And okay, I'll just cut off a little bit to try. Now, these are good. They are good. They are sweet with that marshmallow flavor. They are nice and crispy. You know, there's lots of, especially now you get a lot of gourmet recipes for Rice Krispie Treats, but you know what? I keep going back to just the classic, you know, marshmallows, the cereal, and a little butter. Really, they're fantastic. So I don't want to mess with it. Now, these are good, you know, the day that they're made, probably the best. But I find you cover them, you can store them quite a few days. If you put them into the refrigerator, which is normally what I do, if I store them overnight, keeps them nice and crispy. So, you know, a great recipe, a classic recipe. It's easy, sure, but we all need that. A nice, easy recipe that tastes great. So try it. And until next time, I'm Stephanie Jaworski of JoyBaking.com.